Welcome back. Let's dive right into the deep end here. Paralyzed at the age of 5 in a family car accident, Rose Hollermann has fought very hard to be where she is in Paris for her 4th Paralympic Games.
Isn't it incredible? The wheelchair basketball star led Team USA to a gold medal in Rio and a bronze in Tokyo. With the Paralympic Games starting in just 2 days, she's hoping to bring home another medal. Rose is here with us now to join the conversation all the way from Paris. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. Excited to be here.
Of course. So tell us first about your journey to make it to the world's biggest stage in sports. Where did you get started?
So, like you said, I was in a car accident in 2001, and I was partially paralyzed from the waist down. Part of my therapy after my accident was started at Golden Valley, which in Courage Center, which was kind of a rehabilitation center where they use sports to help disabled athletes kind of find a community. And I did a whole bunch of different sports and ended up finding wheelchair basketball. Did that, and in 2011, I started with Team USA.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So how are you preparing for life after sports as well? This is clearly a huge focus right now. What would you like to do after?
So after, one of the biggest ways I'm preparing is I'm starting my master's, and I'm getting my master's in special ed, and I'm doing that with Purdue Global, who is the preferred online university and degree provider of the Guild and Team USA Learning Network. And I'm super excited to just better myself off the court and start an educational program for myself.
I love that. Congratulations on joining that master's program, and I love that you're going to be helping out future generations too. So let's get to now. You're in Paris for your 4th Paralympic Games. It's going to be different from your last experience with no crowds in Tokyo. Are you excited to get out on the court for the first time?
Yes, we actually were just at the competition venue for the first time today, and it looks incredible. I think it's going to be super cool when it's filled with fans, but also for me, I'm most excited for my friends and family to be here. In Tokyo, it was strange for no fans and not the loud noise during games, but it was super weird after games to not be able to see my mom and dad. So I can't wait for them to get to be here and to be a part of the journey with us.
Oh, and I bet they just cannot wait to see you in action for sure. Can you give us just a little bit of preview of the team right now, and how's the landscape looking? Do you think you guys can make it all the way?
Yeah, I mean, we've been playing friendlies, and we feel super confident in ourselves and each other. And I think, like, definitely hoping to be on the podium. And I think we have a great chance to be on the top of that even.
Well, good luck to you all. And Rose, you have such a unique experience, but it's also something that a lot of people go through. What would you say to some other athletes or just people feeling like maybe not so confident after going through maybe a similar accident like you were involved in, or you know, paralyzed another reason? What would you say to that person to kind of lift their spirits up?
I think like finding a community of other people with disabilities that go through the same thing of you is really important. I think like finding sports or something that you love outside of it and trying to focus on that is something that will kind of get your mind off of it and keep you motivated and focused on the joyful parts of life.
So when's the first game? How can people watch you guys and root you on?
So our first game is August 30th. Those should be on Peacock. You can definitely watch our games. You can also follow my story at on my Instagram at rholler54, or you can follow along with the team on their Instagram, which is at NWBA. You can also find more information about my individual story at purdueglobal.edu.
Very exciting.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for joining us, and good luck to you and the entire team.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course.
Thank
cool.
you.
Love
Go
that
get them.
backdrop with the Eiffel Tower. Isn't that cool?
So cool.
Yeah.
It just, I've always found that athletics has such a special space because there are so many different human elements that go into it. People who are overcoming something and people who are just downright great at what they do. Wheelchair, 2 legs, whatever people do. I love sport. It just gives people a way to express themselves and show grit
Yep.
and show off their skill. It's so cool. So we'll be rooting them on.
They all have such inspiring stories, you know, no matter what their background is. And I love what her advice, find your community, find like-minded people. That way you're not feeling so alone and isolated too.
Exactly. We're rooting them on.